What up, what up, what up? It is your girl, True Sister, Trust, Respect, and Understand It. And you already know that you are tuned in to FlexRadio.biz with your girl, True Sister, and my favorite DJ, Mr. DJ Heavy Love, Mr. Get You Pregnant. What up, DJ Heavy Love?
Hey, what's going on, man? Another great evening.
Most definitely. And we got an exclusive for him right here tonight. We got the OG, legendary Mr. Fleetwood from the Cotten Pickaz, y'all. What up, Mr. Fleetwood? How it's going?
Man, I can't complain. You know, they say it don't rain in Southern California, but it's raining in the Bay. But that just means the sun about to shine. That's all the rain means. I ain't got a right to complain about a damn thing. I'm good. New year, new deal, new position. You know, I'm just listening.
I feel you. I feel you. And for everybody that don't know who Mr. Fleetwood is, this is a rap artist. He a producer, an actor, an activist. He goes by Fleetwood. He's an OG from California. They refer to him as the torchbearer in a fight, is extradited as ex-offender turned founder and director of the Homeboy Hotline. Fleetwood committed to the plight of formerly incarcerated individuals and helping them to establish the resources necessary to cultivate a productive life in free society. So specifically, Homeboy Hotline is a re-entry program that seeks to assist ex-offenders in their transition back to the community in the San Francisco Bay Area. His accomplice earned Fleetwood an appointment for the board of supervisors for the San Francisco to Re-Entry Council of San Francisco. So Mr. Fleetwood has done a lot of things, y'all. We're not going to read the whole bio because we're going to go through this stuff so smoothly. He is also from the Cotten Pickaz, y'all. So most definitely we wanted to tap into all of that with him, dealing with everything that he's got. He's been to college also, y'all. So he has an associate in the arts degree in music engineering. So we already know he know about that music. So hopefully he could help some of these artists on here to get them up and going. So what up, Fleetwood? Let's get ready to get this thing started. Y'all already know I like to get all up in people's business. So let's get in your business today.
Come on with it, man. What you need to know, I'm gonna give it to you. What you need to know.
I'm greedy. I want to know it all. Let's start from the beginning. So we know that you formed the society. Because so were you actually incarcerated and then you learned some things while you was incarcerated, then got out, decided to help others?
Well, first time I went to jail, yes, to answer your question, first time I went to jail, I was 12 years old in Martinez, California, and I ain't stopped going to jail till I was 34 years old.
Wow.
My mom passed when I was 17, and after that I didn't really care about nothing or too much, and then one time I found myself being institutionalized. You know, I was on the blocks of downtown San Francisco, East Oakland, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I thought that going to jail was part of the process, like a college for hustlers, you know. I remember I was in a penitentiary and I had Oxy Brown picture on the wall and Lil' Kim and all the black, you know, beautiful women. I had took the toothpaste and put it out of a magazine, put it up there, and I had my little checkerboard on the toilet. I had a towel on the floor. I had my bed made up nice. I had another towel folded real nice on the bottom. And OG walked past. He said, "What's up, Jennifer?" I said, "How you doing, man?" He said, "Boy, your house looks nice, boy. You real comfortable in here. You at home, man." He looked at me, just walked away. I said, "Damn, man." I just started tearing all that stuff down, you know. And when I tore it all down, I realized that there was a day I wasn't gonna come back, because that wasn't my home. It's so easy to become institutionalized in them places, because see, most outlaws never go by the rules of society. But when you're in the penitentiary, them juvenile halls and jails, you won't have to go by them cracker rules. Or either you're going to go in the hole for 23 hours a day and come out for an hour. And that's what they try to do, is drive you insane. And that's what the hole usually do. So, to make a long story short, I was institutionalized. And then one day I realized I can't do nothing for my community, my family, or nobody. Damn sure can't do nothing for myself in no dog cage. And I just had to realize that the world didn't know me nothing, the society didn't know me nothing. I was a vulture in my society, you know, selling drugs to people, robbing people, doing whatever I wanted to do. So when I got out, I looked at it like staying in a homeless shelter was a come up. You know, working at McDonald's was a come up. Didn't nobody owe me nothing. I owe my community, and I asked God, man, please let me out this hellhole, and I promise I'm gonna be a light in this dark world. And that's all I do every day is try to keep my promise to my best friend, that's G.O.D.
Most definitely, most definitely. And you know what? I'm glad that you finally got a chance to learn your lesson and learn from your situation. So when you got out, what got you started into music?
Well, I mean, it was a way to express myself. I've been a star all my life. That's why being famous and popular on the internet ain't nothing. I've been popular. I ain't never rode a bench in my life for nothing I ever did. You know, I was a star football player, quarterback. I was a star basketball player at a young age. And when I started going to them juvenile halls, you know, only thing that kept my mind sane was reading. I started reading all Donna Goins books, Iceberg Slim. Then I started reading, you know, a lot of African American experiences, Spooked by the Door, Man, Time to Promised Land. You know, the list goes on, Cornbread Earl and Me. And I finally read the autobiography of Malcolm X. And then that's when hip hop started merging. And for me reading, I started writing poems, you know, to little girlfriends I had. And the poems started turning into rhymes. Then we would come out, you know, there was competition. I started writing rhymes. I ain't never stopped since then. You know, I don't let my pen get rusty. I write every day. I ain't stopped writing for the last 30-some years. I write a hook or something slick or a whole 16 every day. I don't play with the gift God's given me. Once you second guess your pen, it's over. So, you know, but I follow Ice Cube, though. Shout out to O'Shea Jackson. He been my mentor from a distance all my life. When I seen that he had wrote Friday, he showed me that if you're going to write a rap song, you can write a movie script, you can write a grant, you can write a proposal. Don't never let your pen be limited. So that's when I started writing books and movie scripts, you know, when I went to jail, you know, and I'm the only one in the Bay Area that wrote a national best-selling book. It's called Hip Hop Tried to Kill. And after that, I did my first documentary film, I Just Want to Ball. So my whole thing is just to be a source of inspiration, man, to people. Let them know, man, quitting ain't part of the process. The slaves didn't quit. Goddamn sure ain't.
Right. And I'm right now reading on the hip hop tried to kill me now. I been reading on that, so as I'm just getting started, so far it's a good read. So when I finish, I'm most definitely gonna leave you a review and tell you exactly how the true feel about it, because I love leaving reviews to authors. So and I have your daddy was a monster. I got that on the way. So most definitely I'm gonna need these books autographs too. I think we talked about that already though, but I need my autograph copy also.
Oh, you got that coming. When we get to South by Southwest, God willing, I'm gonna give you autographs, a big old Kool-Aid smile picture and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So let me ask you this here. So when you decided to write the books, what made you chose those particular topics and those particular titles?
Well, I was just, you know, frustrated with the whole corporate America invasion of hip hop. Like, they didn't want me on the radio. I always been dope, you know what I'm saying? I always been a networker. But, you know, you got these gatekeepers trying to keep you off the radio because at that time, there was no internet, you know, when I got emerged in the game. And the radio was the only way for the masses really to hear you. So I came up with Public Enemy, Ghetto Boys, Goody Mob, Common Sense, NWA, Tupac, Too Short, you know, Cool G Rap. You know, I come up with them. Them was my musical mentors along with Donnie Hathaway, Billy Holiday, Aretha Franklin, Curtis Mayfield. So they didn't want me. I'm a single on the soundtrack of the revolution. That's what my group is called, the Cotten Pickaz. So I just was getting frustrated. I said, this shit trying to drive me crazy, man. Hip hop trying to drive me crazy. Hip hop trying to kill me, man. So, that's it. That's it. I wrote it down. Hip hop trying to kill. So then I started writing a book, and I didn't really know how to write. I was just telling a story, and I read to this guy named Kevin Weston. May he rest in peace. My partner Busy Ben connected me with him. And he taught me the 3D: description, detail, and dialogue. And once I learned how to do description, detail, and dialogue, it was over. I write a book now, 2-3 weeks, and with ChatGPT, you write a book in 2 hours, with an hour really. So anyway, I chose hip hop tried to kill me because I wanted to stop people and make them ask me, why did you choose that title? What do you mean by that? That's the marketing angle. And then that's the best way that I could describe my journey at that time, because what don't kill you make you strong. You see? So all they did, all corporate America did was make me stronger, because I know who I is. I know where I come from. I come from the bloodline of Nat Turner and Harry Tuck, Muhammad Ali. They in my blood. Black don't crack. You see? So I knew who I was. I know who I is. So they didn't do nothing but make me stronger, because I ain't for sale, man. I ain't for sale. I'm one of them field Negroes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going up in the house. That's not my house. I'm from the field. I'm waiting to hear that Negro spiritual so I can know what time we finna run the hell up off this place. So, I chose hip hop tried to kill me to let America know how I felt about the industry and to make people ask questions. Then I chose Daddy Was a Monster, because that's what my daddy was, a country boy that came to the big city and became a monster. I chose my third book, Blood Test, because it's the story of a young man who grew up in a dope family, and he had decided whether or not he was going to continue on with the drug empire legacy of his family, or whether or not he was going to go to college and change the narrative. So it's called Blood Test, what he's going to do. So my thing is, when I create a title, especially a book, I want people to stop and say, what do you mean by that? Because it's like you at the grocery store and all these cans of soup is on the aisles. What's going to make you grab my can of soup? Now, right. It's the words on it and the way it's packaged. So I learned that at a young age, and I tell people, when you write a book, go inside bookstores. Look how big other books is. Look at the cover. Look at the way the words is, the font. See what your competition doing. See how your competition covers look. You know what I'm saying? The book game is totally different, man. But,
right. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, shout out to Atlanta, Georgia. I sold more books in Atlanta than I sold anywhere, because it's part of Atlanta culture, entrepreneurship. They're going to give you $10, but they want $10 for whatever they're doing.
Right.
The book game is different. And a lot of people just get these little publishing deals with these little small pimping companies. It's best to learn how to do it yourself, because once you learn, you can teach. So that's why I always been like that, man. I'm going to learn how to do it so I can teach and pass the game on.
Right. And okay, so now we got to go a little bit backwards. You named a little of it though. The Cotton Pickers. So the Cotton Pickers is a film, right?
Well, the Cotton Pickers is a film, but it's also my coalition, my group. The Cotton Pickers film is about a man, Mr. Bishop Henry Williams. I met him in Oakland. This man picked cotton for 18 years in Mississippi and never got paid a quota. And he caught a ride with a guy in a truck all the way to California. I met him in Oakland. So it's basically about the migration of our people from the South out to other places after the massive proclamation of emancipation. And people got to understand, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, people went to Philly, D.C., and New York, and New Jersey. Mississippi and Alabama, most of them went to Chicago, Detroit, and Gary, Indiana for the auto industry, the steel mill in Gary, and then the maid service, the hotel industry in Chicago. In Texas and Louisiana, they came to California for the Navy shipyard industry. And that was the migration of our people. So that's what the film is about. And it's also about the continuation of slavery this day inside penitentiaries. I work for All of Us or None. You can check them out, allofusandnone.org. And we do legislative advocacy. Right now, our main legislative move is to get the word involuntary servitude out of the California Constitution, meaning that they can still have you work for free in the penitentiary, so that's still slavery. The word has been removed from many state constitutions, but involuntary servitude still is in the California Constitution, which allows them to pay somebody 10 cents or 25 cents an hour, which is slavery. Once they have to pay the minimum wage, all these companies gonna back out of the free labor business, because that's what a penitentiary is, a free labor business. So, yes, Cotton Pickaz is a movie, but it's also my group. It's nowhere in the hell. Shout out to Nas. I love Nas, Nasir Jones to death. But I'm not gonna name myself John Gotti. He never did nothing for black people but call us niggas. I'm not gonna name myself nothing drug lords. They never did nothing for the ghetto or poor into it. I'm gonna ride for who rolled for me. Uncle Nat Turner, my auntie Harriet Tubman, Bud Moses, Muhammad Ali, Julius Winfield Urban III. I'm gonna ride for Emmett Till. I'm gonna ride for Oscar Grant. I'm gonna ride for Rosa Parks. I'm gonna ride for people who roll for me. That's who I represent. Cotton Pickaz who work from sun up to sundown and never quit, man. That's the blood that's inside of me. That's what I go hard for, and I'm proud to be a descendant of Cotton Pickaz. You see, so a lot of times I tell people the name of my group, they start laughing, and I look at it, you know. And then they say, why you name? And it gives me a reason to expand on why I represent that. And they say, oh, okay, they get it. You see? So, you know, I represent the Cotton Pickaz, man, for life. That's what it is. And the ancestors, they smiling, man, you know, because I go hard for my people that I love, man. Ancestors.
Most definitely, most definitely. And see, what I love about what you have going is that you've touched on all of the bases from entertainment, all the bases of entertainment, from books, from being a book author, from being doing the movies, also for the music. So you've touched on all of the bases, and then there's still more to go. So right now, I know that you got some hot tracks that you just sent me over. So those are what you're promoting right now. So tell us how we get there.
Well, you know, my thing is I'm a reporter of urban America. I watch the news a lot, but I'm on the sidewalk watching America live and in color. So I keep a pen with me, and what I do also, I talk to my phone a lot. I write hooks in my phone. I might say something slick in my phone. You know, I like to ride the city bus, city transportation, and listen to the youth talk. Listen to their slang. You know, listen how they feel about different things. The temperature of life in the ghetto. And that's why I write a lot of my stuff from. That's how I come up with my music. So I come up with my hooks. I write every day. It's not a day I don't go by that I don't write. My pen ain't rusty, trust me. These niggas ain't funky, they just musty. That's one of my lines. That mean that. You know, so yeah, man. I don't I retired when I left Atlanta. I left Atlanta in 2023. You know, I did good, then I was fighting for custody of Zephaniah. I won, but then some things happened. I had to choose in between getting my van fixed and my child. I sold my van. Me and my daughter, we left Atlanta on our way back to Oakland with $125 and two Greyhound bus tickets. So I retired, man. I was thankful I had wrote 3 books, had 7 movies, and had about 40 songs in the same hit. Been interviewed by some of the best, has shook a lot of great people's heads, you know. And I just wanted to be a good father, not a baby daddy. So I was being a good father, but I wasn't being the king that my daughter was used to, because she been with me everywhere since she was born. On the road, on the sidewalk. When I sell a book, I get moving the money. So I wasn't being the king she used to seeing, so she was kind of forgetting that she was royalty. So I had went to San Antonio, and long story short, I thought it was impossible for a dark-skinned man to get a team. But I went to San Antonio and was protesting. I'd be there. I took my glasses off in the hotel room, and I got light skin. And I started laughing. I said, damn, old light-skinned Luther. So that's what I used to call myself jokingly. And I started laughing. I said, bro, that's what's missing. You're not having fun no more. You've been a good father. You're not having fun. So then that night, we got ready to come back to Oakland, and me and my nephew, Jay Smacker, we went to the studio in San Antonio, and I dropped the song over Big Pokey beat, Keep On Pushing. And that's when I came out of retirement. That was like August 9th, I think. And when I did it, as soon as I came out the booth, I knew it was on again. And since then, I don't take my opportunity to do what I love to do for granted. Because there's like nothing in this world like doing what you love to do, get paid for it, and you touching people. So, I had a plan, but God had another plan, So, here I is, light skinned Luke, aka, OG Fleetwood, cutting out that click called a cotton picker. I'm pushing like a pregnant woman. It couldn't fade me with Coke Rock, baby. I know who I kill. Straight up, 2026 is the remix. We on the air.
All right, all right, all right. I love it. I love it. I love it. So with the promotion, so are you creating a video for it also?
Oh yes, we got a mixtape series,
So
Basic
with the
Association. It's the first one already out. The next one will be out Valentine with my little sister K River from Little Rock. She gonna be featured on that thing. We finna blow her out of this world. And the Cotten Pickaz album will be out April Fool's Day, 2026. I got a video with Till You Do Right, the one of the lead singers with me, Cool Joe Goody from the Goody Mob, and my brother made rest in peace, Cold Blood the Great, and my other singer, I'm a Boss. I got the video for that, and we're gonna be shooting videos for about 4 more other songs. And I'm really not gonna do this as natural, but the normal video. I'm gonna be making more short films. People remember what they hear, but they believe what they see. So I'm gonna
right.
feed the nose to people. I'm gonna feed the nose to people who ain't got nothing to do. And I'm gonna make people who don't like hip hop fall back in love with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. We in the underground, man, with Auntie Harriet Tubman and Uncle Nat Turner.
Most definitely, most definitely. Let's get it, cause most definitely I'm gonna be on the train with you. But we got Heavy Love still on the line. Heavy Love, what you got for us over there?
Oh man, everything. I'm gonna do this thing like with clothes hanging outside in the summer breeze.
Look at y'all poets. Y'all poets acting up.
Yeah. Man. Hey, me and Hev go back like a receding hairline.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can hear him with an afro.
Okay.
Them days.
Do tell.
In over the years, I've seen how you've grown with your craft, man. Definitely want to give you a big ups for that as well. One of the things I want to ask you is that in this day and time, with the way things are from when you started, how do you feel the internet has impacted your situation? Well, I'm one of the greatest writers ever. I'm not cocky. I'm confident who God has shaped and molded me to be. But my 8-year-old daughter knows more about the internet than me. I'm not tech savvy. I'm trying to become more tech savvy. It's definitely a great tool, but also, in my opinion, streaming can make an artist lazy. Because everybody tell me they got their song on all these platforms, right? But they done forgot about the Too Short, the JT Bigger Figure School that I went to. You see, you gotta turn a stranger to a friend when you're on that sidewalk. You can't be afraid of rejection. 9 no's to get you 1 yes. See, they gotta understand, for 1 million streams, you only get $3,000. But if you get you 100 CDs for $300 and you sell them for $10 a piece, you're gonna make a $700 profit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, internet is cool, but they can shut you down anytime they want to. They can shut your Instagram page down. They can motherfucking shut your Twitter down, your Facebook, all of it. You see? But if you got your own website, they can't shut you down. That's what Daz, shout out to Daz and Diligent. I love you, boy. Daz is teaching me that. You put your store on your own website, like flexradio.biz. You got your own website. You got your store on there. You sell your merch. You got your music. You got your videos. They can't shut you down. So I think people need to understand it ain't about being popular. It's about being paid, baby, but not selling your soul. Right. You're paid without selling your soul. The business is ran by the devil. That sucker was a chief musician in heaven. That's why God kicked him out. That's why horror music sounds a certain way And gospel music sounds another way. You see, they're going to always sign people who make drill music. They're going to always sign women who promote prostitution to our children. But what about the people who got consciousness? And what about the people who don't agree with you bombing Venezuela? What about the people who don't agree with you with ICE? What about the people talking about social issues in the community? That's where hip hop started, was a voice for the unvoiceless. You see, so that's what the internet, I think, is damaging the culture, because now everybody got an opinion, but everybody feel like their opinion got to be messy to get a like. People are scared to be positive. Feel me? And everybody want to be popular. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about being popular, bro. It's about touching your people, man, enriching your community. It'll never be a billionaire revolutionary, but that's okay, because it takes rich people a whole lot harder process to get to heaven than to do anybody else. See, when you're rich, all you do is give yourself access to your addictions. That's why so many dope fiends and drunks in Hollywood and in the suburbs. You know, so that's my opinion of the internet. I got a new song called Elvis, and the hook say, white folks steal too. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. White folks steal too. Yes, they do. Streaming is a scam. Streaming is a scam. And that's what it is. It's a fucking scam. Snoop had 1 billion streams and made $47,000. How in the hell he gonna pay his football team with that? 1 billion streams. You tell me who out here got 1 million streams. Off 1 million streams, you make $3,000. So people got to understand what is the internet. The internet is good, you know, to get you, you know, exposure, but don't let it make you lazy, man. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to get back to hand-to-hand combat like Todd Shaw taught us. That's Too Short. Like my brother Joseph taught us. That's JT the bigger figure. Like Earl Stevens taught us. That's E. Folder, man. Out the trunk. When you control your own entity, your own destiny. You know, nothing wrong with the internet. But you got to understand what it is and who controls it. And that's just my take on it. Everybody got an opinion. Hey, I got a light-skinned opinion. Because I'm light-skinned.
Real talk, real talk. Yeah. Do you have any tour dates coming up for this year?
Right now we're working on a tour for the North Bay, but we definitely gonna flood the Super Bowl, man. The 49ers lost last night, but we still in the playoffs. We're going to win the Super Bowl. I got 2 events for Super Bowl weekend up here in San Francisco. That's going to be February 6th, February 7th, 2026. I got my brother, my cousin, Confetti, the real soldier, coming up here from Dallas. Mohin from Memphis. Kay Riddle, she going to be in the building with us. Then from there, we're going to the All-Star weekend. We're going to fluctuate down there. Then we're going to go to South by Southwest. And God willing, we'll be able to get to the Black Wall Street, you know. So, man, we just planting seeds here. You know, it's all about building bridges, turning strangers into friends, man, and staying in the underground. You know, that's what it is, man. So, you know, coming to a local speaker near you, it's gonna be the Pipe Pickaz, brother, Sister K. Rilla in the building with me. Believe that.
Righteous.
Most definitely. We got to shout out K Rilla. She gonna be back on Flex real soon. Shout out K Rilla. What up, K Rilla? Hit us up. Most definitely. So we got Fleetwood in the building, y'all. For everybody that's tuning in, we got Fleetwood in the building. So Fleetwood, thank you so much for coming over here, giving us all this knowledge. You always dropping dimes on me every day. Every day you talking. So you one of those inspirations that I put right there. Oh, you know, you got them favorites in that phone. I put you up under the favorites right there. And I just want to thank you for your prayer every morning, y'all. Every morning, this gentleman sent out a prayer. Every morning. He don't miss a morning. Well, he missed 2 mornings, and I was looking for it, but he got back up on it. It's all good. Shout out to baby girl. I can't say her name, but shout out to baby girl because she be right there with Zephaniah.
Zephaniah. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is beautiful. What does it mean? Because I know it got a meaning.
So Zephaniah is a 36th book in the Old Testament. When I saw it, I said, that's it. If I have a daughter, her name going to be Zephaniah. If it's a boy, it's going to be Zachariah. Zephaniah means God's treasure. And my daughter is 8 years old. She's very aware that she's the CEO of Miley Rose Multimedia LLC. So her name is Zephaniah Miley Rose Bowden. So I'm going off my grandbabies. It's very important to me that before I buy a car, before I buy a damn chain, before I buy anything, I buy me some land, man, and put me a deed in my hand. I shout out to Boosie. I love Boosie Boo for the fact that he bought some land and he put houses on that land for all his kids to have a house. That shit was gangster, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Boosie Boo. You know, on my rides with your bro. So yeah, that's my thing is to get my little sister K Willa get her 100 acres, man, out this thing, man. Everybody, when you be in them award shows with them chains, the ones that's real, some of them be fake as hell. But the ones that's real, I think they need to rethink, like, how much land can that buy? Because if you don't own land, the person that does controls your destiny. You see? Because they can put your ass out there and move every time they want. Land is the key, man. Like, why you think 50 came to Shreveport? You see? You got to own land. When you go to jail, when they say, you got a deed, they don't ask you about no damn car to devalue when you leave the car lot. They don't ask you about no damn chain that's putting green whips or shit on your neck. You know what I'm saying? Get you some land, sister. Get you some land, brother. Save your money up and buy you some damn land. At least you can get a tent and go live on it. You know what I'm saying? You get some land full of trees, cut the damn tree, get you some youth, start your youth program, get some saws and teach the youth how to cut trees. And get a truck and teach them how to change gears and drive trucks with your youth program. And doing that, you'll be able to clean off your land. And you can take the wood and sell it for firewood, man. Get you some land. If anybody's listening, man, with your tax return, think about getting you some damn land, man. I'm serious, man. From where you can grow your own food instead of processed food they feed to us, man. These people selling goddamn pork, crack pipes, and drink pipes and call themselves Muslims in the corner store of every ghetto.
Right.
How you a Muslim and you sell cranking crack pipes and beer, but you won't do it in your country? But you sell it to our people and send your kids to college, and you go back home in the suburbs and come back the next month. They got to go, man. I'm real serious about that. I'm gonna challenge every athlete, man. Whatever city or hood you from, go open you a damn corner store with some healthy food in there, where we can hire auntie or uncle, but when the kids come in, they can give them some game. When the kids come in there, they can see Malcolm X, Madam C.J. Walker on the wall. They ancestors, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of these people trying to holler at our little sisters and selling cranking crack pipes and beer and talking about they Muslims. You ain't no damn Muslims, it's frauds, man. And I stand on that. Straight up, cotton pickers, man. That's what we on.
Most definitely. Yo, we got OG Fleetwood from the Cotton Pickers on the line. Y'all, most definitely, we want to thank him for coming through, giving us all the knowledge, putting it down, letting us get all up in his business, because that's what we do over here. We get all up in your business on the positive side. So most definitely we'll do a little gossip later on, but we do the positive thing. So we want to just shout out to the brother, because he's not only an author, not only a musician, not only an engineer, a producer, he's also I'm gonna call him philanthropist. Most definitely. So he do motivation speaking. He do it all. So most definitely, let's give the brother his flowers while he's living. Thank you so much for supporting Flex Radio. Thank you for even giving us the time of the day to take out of your time to come through here and drop us with the goals.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Without you, I would never board to my people, because the other people ain't gonna let me get on their radio stations, man. And right quick, I just ask y'all, don't forget about the soldiers, man, the soldierettes and them dog cages, man. Everybody done did something wrong. Everybody just ain't got caught. We can't forget about our people when they up there in them jails and penitentiaries, man. You know, we got to pray for our people that's walking around talking to themselves, pushing sharp because mental health is real out here in the ghetto, urban America. You know, pressure is going to bust a pipe or make a dive for everybody in struggle to everybody else. But we got to uplift our people, you know, hug them and love them and pray for them more than anything. We can't save everybody, but we can pray for everybody. Y'all keep God close to you. What you want, it won't be far from you. It's the OG Kenner that click on the Cotten Pickaz. You know, talking about Greece.
And y'all, we about to get ready to put on one of his tracks that he sent. So most definitely y'all get prepared for that. And y'all, we gonna keep him in rotation right here on Flex Radio. Thank you so much, Fleetwood. Thank you so much.
And thank you. I love both of y'all more than butter love rice. Now I say it twice.
No, definitely. I love it. I love it. Mother, look, I'm gonna say it on the air. I'm getting on the track. I don't know what track I'm getting on with you, but we get on the track. Let's go, cause I'm a poet too. So let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go ahead on, take me down through there. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. Whatever y'all ready.
I'm ready. Most definitely. I'm gonna start writing tonight. And I'm saying that's live on the air, so the people that heard it.
There you go.
So I said, thank y'all for tuning in to Flex Radio, and we outie. Shout out to my boy DJ Heav. Shout out to OG Fleetwood.
Yeah, yeah.